This is a huge question to answer in 2022 and 2023. Is driving for, in my opinion, one of the hottest former side hustles ever? Is driving for Uber worth it? So here's the deal. Right here in Pittsburgh, I started my first side hustle way back in 2015 with, yes, driving for Uber and Lyft. And I did it for years, thousands of trips. I did it in Pittsburgh. I did it when I was in San Diego, California. I'm back in Pittsburgh, and it's been a while. So I've done a lot of other apps and gigs, but I haven't paid a lot of attention to Rideshare. But there's new changes and maybe some better bonus pay. So I decided to go online to go over this with you, to take a look at some orders in 2022. So we can hopefully start to get an idea of how to answer this question. All right, going online, first order request actually came through as a Trip Radar. So as you're looking at this, let me give you my opinion, unfiltered on Trip Radar. So Trip Radar recently, this is new by the way, recently extended to Rideshare. So this message went out maybe a week or so ago, and this could just be for Pittsburgh, but when it comes to Uber Eats, Trip Radar would send out a request to multiple drivers. Multiple drivers will look at it at the same time. And you don't necessarily need to be the first one per Uber, but a lot of things go into play, including who clicks on this thing first. So having said that, let's see here. UberX Rideshare, $21.60. That sounds like a good payout. $2 surge pay is included. That's the bonus pay, of course. Okay, one thing that I immediately noticed that's new from when I've done this years ago, and I actually really like this improvement, it's showing me not only how many minutes away and miles away the pickup is, but how long and the distance is for the trip. Here's how I would look at this. It's the dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? So just say $21, right? I would quickly look at the mileage and I would add them up. So 17 plus 3, 19 miles, maybe 20 miles approximately. So $21 for 20 miles. Does that make sense? I want you at $1.75. I mean, with DoorDash and some food apps, I can hit $2 to $3 paid out per mile. Okay, let's move on though. UberX Share, $27.91, includes a $1.25 surge. It's only a mile away or so, 6 minutes, cool, but it's a 36-minute trip, 18.27 miles, $28 for 19 miles. How's that sound? Not super stellar. Now, I told you I used to drive for Rideshare here in Pittsburgh, and it was on fire like 2015 to maybe mid 2017. And look, even here in 2022 or 2023, the strategies remain the same. The bonus pay, peak pay, surge, shift bonus pay, missions, whatever it is, the bonus pay is going to make you the big money. I think it really pays out still to drive Rideshare if you're going to drive during the busiest times, which is ultimately holidays. So look at this example from years and years ago. $106 for basically the same exact trip, heading the same way, up 65 here in Pittsburgh. Now, this was New Year's Eve. Again, Halloween, New Year's Eve, some of these big holidays, when clearly we want people to take rideshare. It's a lot safer than driving after you're at the clubs and the bars, what have you. So that surge pay is really an anomaly. I just want to show you that because those years, it's not the same anymore, in my opinion. We're going to see that continue throughout this video of examples. Okay, but continuing here, your standard UberX, $6.14, no surge pay. We see no icon here. So 2 miles away, the trip is 2.37 miles. So this one, like $6 some for 4.37 miles. That's not stellar, but if you had to take anything, this one isn't like the worst because it's keeping you in, for here in Pittsburgh at least, the city central. Speaking of bonus pay, and actually before I show you this, drop a like on this video. If you appreciate what we do here, consider subscribing. And if you do rideshare, food delivery, Flex, Spark, Shipped, any of these side hustles, check our Amazon storefront link down below for the best accessories. So the strategy, if you are going to drive, and let's say today was the day you wanted to drive, clearly, right, the 3 to 4 p.m., you're getting an extra $3 on every trip. Now, keep in mind, this is very important. That is stackable. That's in addition to, well, obviously tips, but it's in addition to any surge pay and they might even have Quest bonus pay as well. So the Quest bonus pay is a batch bonus. You got to complete a certain amount of trips and then you get the bonus. But there's that per trip bonus. In this case, I was going to say per delivery, it's per trip. So you could get, in the best case scenario, working towards a Quest bonus, you could be getting Surge bonus, and you could be getting this Boost Plus bonus. That is one thing I do like on Uber versus some other side hustles. Now, one thing that really did concern me, I'll be honest, that concerned me about rideshare is it seemed like you got no time to make a decision. Look, folks, I mean, if I can speak to these apps here, you got to give drivers like myself and you, these workers here, enough time to make a smart decision. So look at this order here. I'm going to play this and note how much time you have to go over everything. All right, here we go. $22.52, $2 boost pay. It's 5 minutes away, 1 mile, 22 minutes away, 18.3 miles away to the airport. Okay, there's the direction. And how am I going to get back? And it's gone. So that's it. And I mean, that's not enough time. I timed it, I think, around 10 seconds versus I timed an Uber Eats run. It was a lot more, like at least double the time it felt like on the Uber Eats request. And that was me knowing that's going to fly by. And I went through those numbers as fast as I could. And in my opinion, that's just not enough time. Okay, I got another one here. Let's look at this again real time, because I'm telling you, it's not just me here. Look how fast this comes. All right, $11.04 for $2 with the surge pay included. It is 6 miles away, 1.5 miles, 15 minutes for the trip, 5.5 miles. All right, let me look at the positioning real quick. So it's going to the, and it's gone. I'm telling you, it's because I could not look at all of that. And I mean, you could argue like, well, it's faster if I scan it versus, saying it out loud. And I was doing this in real time when I was recording this, and I was just astounded how fast these rideshare requests are going along. If you want to get drivers to drive for rideshare, the pay is going to have to be, frankly, better than food delivery, right? And typically you're driving more miles on rideshare, but I mean, at the very minimum, give someone more than like 10 seconds to make a decision. $8.33, surge included. It is a total of what? 3, 4, about 5 miles, let's say. Decent. But what we're seeing here, this is a small sample size, obviously a small sample size with not a ton of surge. So keep that in mind. You can help us out by commenting down below what kind of surge you typically get. But it's like what, $1.20 a mile or whatever it is. But at least it's not taking me super far. So there's that. I wanted to take a look, and I'll tell you this, at least here in Pittsburgh, comment down below, but we've been seeing a heavy push with bonus pay to get back into doing rideshare. So again, if you can stack some bonus pay, then you could be making even more money than this. But with everything combined, I don't care how it's said. I don't care about the verbiage. I want you to make like $175 minimum paid out per mile. If you got value in this video, definitely drop a like. Helps out the video and the channel. You can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.